Skies that are in fact in place. Wind speeds are fairly calm. That's the nice thing, although we'll see them about 5 to 10 miles per hour for tomorrow. And the wind is going to weaken coming in off of the Pacific, which means temperatures are also going to start to warm up as a result. So we do actually have a low pressure system staying just to our north right now in the Pacific Northwest. There's a chance that it could eject a little bit of energy. I'd say maybe early tomorrow morning and then also into early Wednesday morning that we could see a 10% chance of rain. But really that's almost negligible as we're really just focusing in on high pressure trying to expand. It's going to keep our temperatures close to seasonal. Our next storm system we're watching is out into the Pacific. This one we're still waiting to see if it is forecast to arrive late Wednesday night into Thursday, bringing us about a scattered shower, although right now still thinking it could move further to the north and completely miss us. So something we're keeping our eyes on. One thing we know for sure, our temperatures are going to climb. So starting you off at about 7 o'clock tonight. Staying cloudy, the mid-50s for the coast. Inland areas, you're about 51 in Poway, Lakeside, and El Cajon sitting at about 52. Tomorrow morning, kiddos, they go back to school, maybe even go back to work, right, after the long holiday week. By 6 a.m., temperatures here are cool. It's January after all, but still they're just a tad warmer than normal. Typically, we wake up into the 40s, and look, downtown's only in the lower 50s. All of that thanks to the cloud coverage locking the heat in, whereas out over toward Alpine, about 40, and even into Julian, around 35. Tomorrow, I think we will get a little bit more as far as sunshine is concerned. You'll notice temperatures still struggling, staying in the lower 60s for San Diego, La Mesa, El Cajon, pulling out over toward Lakeside as well. But that's better than the upper 50s we had for today. And remember, this warm-up trend continues, so much so that now on Wednesday, we jump another 2 to 3 degrees. So Chula Vista, you're now about 63, and into Escondido, 62. Not quite seasonal. I think that'll happen once we get to about Thursday. In the waters, poor conditions for you surfers with equal to knee-high sets. Coming up, we'll talk about more the next chance of rain. Natasha?
All right, thanks so much, Sabrina.
60s. Right now, it looks like Saturday will be your sunniest day. Let's look at your 7-day forecast. Guys, over to you.
Thanks so much.
Some locations have seen 3 inches of rainfall in the last 6 hours. 10 reports of tornadoes have come in. One of them, just outside of Enterprise, Alabama, included 4 fatalities. So this strong system, all as a result of a cold front that is now beginning to sweep throughout that region. For us, we don't have colder air. Instead, we have a little bit of a warm-up. So temperatures tomorrow starting you out about 53 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, which means we'll see a little bit of sunshine coming on through. By 1 o'clock now looking at the lower 60s. Inland areas, 51 also climbing up into the lower 60s for us. Now, while we're still not seasonal, at least we're starting to see our way as we see those temperatures beginning to rise. In fact, according to the Climate Prediction Center, for the next 6 to 10 days, Southern California will end up being around 5 to around 25 degrees above normal. All of this comes with some rain. We'll talk about that coming up in just a bit. Guys? Today, and as a result we could see a little bit of rain, so something we're still watching for you. But no matter what, temperatures, they're going up, starting off about 7:30 in the morning tomorrow into the only into the 40s out over toward Encinitas. You can see 41 into Lakeside, the 30s for you in Ramona, so you need that thick coat when you step out, but you might be leaving it once we get to around 1 o'clock. Temps now, while they're still below average, because typically we're into the upper 60s, clear near 70 for inland communities. Instead, you're only going for 62 into El Cajon. The coast, usually you're into the mid-60s, you'll be into the lower 60s, around 61 in Del Mar. But at least we're not into the 50s like where we were today. Remember I said this warm-up trend, though, it's continuing. So even as we head through Wednesday, now everyone's going to jump another, say 2 to 4 degrees. I think we'll get closer to our seasonal value on into Thursday and maybe just a touch above average by Sunday. In the waters, poor conditions for you surfers with your swell to the northwest. 1 to 2 feet high tide coming in at around 11:35 in the morning. 7-day forecast, 62 degrees tomorrow with a little bit more sun on Wednesday and more heat up to 64. There goes that 20%